Hello, everybody. My name is Nokulonga. Welcome to my podcast, Nokulonga Talk. Today, I have a very lovely guest, which is Lesego Maphanga. Yay! How are you?
I want to say I'm okay, but I'm studying, so I'm alive.
You're alive.
And we thank God every day for that. But
Amen.
Alive and moving forward very slowly, man. Working and studying is tough.
It is, hey?
Yeah.
We're gonna get into that. I just want to start first with Lesego Maphanga. Sorry. Who is Lesego?
Sure. What a loaded question. Lesego Maphanga was born, bred, and buttered in Benoni.
Okay.
It doesn't get more Benoni than me. I've spent all my life in Benoni, all my childhood. Left Benoni, went to university, studied engineering, and then got picked up by Standard Bank. Worked in the banking industry for probably like about a decade now.
Yeah.
And then, aside from that, did a couple of podcasts as well during my journey. So, Days and Cliff and the likes. After I was done with engineering, I promised I would never go back to school. And now look at me. Here I am.
Here you are.
MBA, so.
And you know what? School just calls you. School just calls you, and because I feel once you hit a certain level in your career, you start to see the need of going further in your studies.
Yeah, that's very true. And in fact, I keep telling people, because people always, I think, overthink these things, man. Like, there's the discussion of should you study further. There's also the discussion of should you do your master's or should you do your MBA.
Yeah. And
I always say to people, like, it'll come to you.
Yeah.
It'll come, because I remember for me, I literally just woke up one day.
Yeah.
And I was like, I need to do my MBA.
Wow.
That was it. I didn't think about this for like years or months or whatever. I literally just woke up I need to do my MBA.
Yeah.
And then I did my research where I wanted to go. Studied for the GMAT, probably studied for like a month for the GMAT, wrote in, and then we kept it moving, man.
Right. So, take me back to when you were in high school. Did you see yourself here?
Not a chance.
What were you doing in school?
No.
What type of things were you doing in school?
So my school journey is a very interesting one. So the fact that I'm an engineer, guys, my life is... and I think a lot of people's lives actually are a blend of a lot of different experiences. So for example, for me, I remember when I was in high school... So let's start in primary school. So in primary school... I was a decent academic. I was like a 60s student.
Yeah.
Right? I didn't really take like studying that seriously. And then the only sports that I did play was like chess, and I did like Eisteddfod and things like that. But also because
you didn't do rugby. You have the physique.
Everyone thinks I play. I never played rugby. I didn't. Guys, and also just rugby wasn't that popular back in the day. It was, especially in my school.
Yeah.
We didn't even have rugby. I went to Benoni High. We didn't even have rugby. We only got rugby like in grade 11 or something like that. And by then,
it was just too late for you.
Yeah, I was just like, you want me to do what? You want me to get tackled? No, I'm not playing those games. So, primary school, didn't really play sports, did chess, did a bit of Eisteddfod. But that was because, one, home was far.
Okay.
And my parents are the type of parents, they're not going to come and pick you up after soccer. My parents was a typical South African parent. Go to school, do your thing, come back home, it's done. Like, that's it.
Don't tell me about these extra...
And then on top of that, I was highly asthmatic.
Okay.
Still am. So sometimes you might hear me wheezing.
Yeah.
Highly asthmatic. So my mom was just like, no, you want to go play soccer and then there's going to be hay fever and then we'll take to the hospital. She was just like, no, you're not playing sports, that's it.
Yeah.
And then I went to Benoni High. And then when I went to Benoni High, I realized, I was like, oh, okay, sports is a pretty big deal here.
Yeah.
And obviously very impressionable, and you kind of want to be cool. I think the nice thing I really liked about my high school is that, you have to be good at something, to have a reputation.
Yeah.
And what was very big at Benoni High, still is athletics.
Okay.
It's athletics and soccer, but our main sport is athletics. Like, if you want to be king, come to the track. And I remember my very first, so I you know, you have your tryouts for your houses,
Yeah.
like it's a house.
Yes.
I probably came last in like everything. I was so terrible, and then
You and me both. That was never good. That
never good, right?
was never good.
I was
Never.
just like, what is this thing? I remember I ran my first race, with the school, 800 meters.
Yeah.
Because like, guys, if you sucked at the sprints, they just put you in like the long distance.
Yes.
I ran at 800 meters, guys. I've never seen such dust in my life. and I remember after that race, I said to myself, because one thing about me, I'm hyper competitive.
Okay.
So I said to myself, after that race, I said never again.
Yeah.
And I literally didn't do any sports. I literally went home and I just trained for a year.
Okay.
Trained for a year, came back, grade 9, crushed it. Yeah, there was a guy I knew who was still the fastest in my grade, but I was probably like I was the second fastest at that time. And our grade was very competitive, so I used to run relays in my age group and the age group above. But long story short, my main sport was athletics.
Oh, lovely.
I was a sprinter, yeah.
Wow. So you have that, those qualities, you took them and you went to corporate with them.
That is very true. Yes. So, not an easy connection to make.
Yeah.
But you're 100% correct. One thing of what sports does is that it builds your confidence, and especially something like sprints. Dude, once I've beaten you, I've beaten you. In fact, I'm gonna beat you, and I'm gonna tell you I'll beat you. Like, there's a whole, it's the bravado is just it's insane, right?
Yeah.
And so, and at that time I wasn't even an academic then, so I think I built the confidence through sports.
Yeah.
And then only later, and I'm really late, guys. Probably like grade 11 or something.
Yeah.
I started to become an academic, and then went through to the engineering route. But you're 100% right. Probably the confidence and how you show up in a room and how you take up space definitely comes from my days on the track. Yeah.
Because, with me, that happened to me when I started doing drama at school. I was very shy. I was a very introvert person. And I'd say I'm that person because I'm the only child at home. But I got my confidence from acting.
You're the only, which only child is shy? You guys get everything on a silver platter. Only children. You guys bore me. You bore me.
No, we lived in a bubble. We lived in a bubble, and my mother made sure that I live in this bubble. So now that I have to go out there in the world,
yes.
that was very difficult.
Plus, you're a girl.
Plus, I'm a girl, and for my safety as well.
Yeah, so you guys are definitely like overly sheltered.
Yeah.
Or maybe not overly, like rightfully sheltered.
Yeah.
But that does make it difficult then to like break out, and become, understand exactly who you are.
Yeah.
So if you did drama, why not just continue the drama route? What made you?
Sure. I wanted to, but it was not very easy. And then I found love in something else, so I just carried on with that. So
you pivoted. That's what you did. You pivoted.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah,
I did.
But I also think it's a smart pivot. I still think you can go back to drama though.
I can.
Yeah, you can. I just always say to people, the creative industry, guys, it's high risk, high reward, but the risk part is real.
Yeah.
I've seen actors, musicians that will blow your mind that are still undiscovered. Yes. It almost feels criminal.
That's true.
It almost feels criminal how it is. And it's painful, man. So I always tell people, if you have the opportunity to go to school, go to school. Yeah. If you have the opportunity to get a 9 to 5, do the 9 to 5. Yeah. But it's not either or. You can always do a 9 to 5 and then still hustle on the side. Yes. I mean, you're doing it right now, right? Yes. You have a 9 to 5, but you're doing this in your spare time. And it's a weekend, by the way. So So it's very possible, but I applaud you for making that decision. I think.
Thank you.
It's a very responsible decision for someone to make. Yeah.
Lovely. So, you're wearing this jacket. I'm looking at this jacket. Do you have something to tell us about this jacket?
This jacket, I have the biggest love-hate relationship with this jacket.
Yeah.
You know how it is when there's a joke. How do you know if somebody's doing an MBA?
Yeah.
How do you know? They tell you.
Yeah. And they will tell you.
And they will tell you, and they will scream about it.
I think I need to tell my viewers out there that the first time I called you and I said, "Come, let's do this podcast." He said, "Listen, brah, I'm very busy. I'm in Cape Town right now. Oh, I have this assignment. I'm doing my MBA. MBA is gonna kill you." That is exactly the conversation we had. And I was like, wow, this guy, please tell me more.
It literally becomes part of your personality.
Yeah.
Even when you go to gym.
Yeah.
Hey, so how are you doing? Oh, bro, tired, man. Assignments, MBA. Woo! That's what I do, man. Everywhere I go, in the office, hey, how you doing? Oh, guys, heavy. MBA. Even home for Christmas, I'll be like, I can't dish out for myself. I'm like, why? I'm doing my MBA. I'm doing my MBA. It's really hectic. And I'm working. So please, I'm fancy.
Respect me, I'm doing my MBA.
But I will say this about it. I mean, maybe let me just draw a continuum. So, in order not to break the conversation. So, in high school, I was very much a jock.
Yeah.
Very much a jock. Cool guy.
Yeah.
Dude, you can't beat me.
Yeah.
I'm too fast.
Yeah.
Just calm down, please. Right? And then I literally got to grade 11.
Yeah.
And again, I keep saying this. Just do your best. Do what you can where you are with what you have. And things will come to you. I promise you, when I got to... I remember my sister moved to London for 5 years. Mm-hmm. And I remember I went to visit her for Christmas, right? And when I came back, I remember it was beginning of grade 11. And they're talking about like, oh, what do you want to study? What do you want to do? Guys, I was so confused. I didn't know whether I wanted to do engineering or I wanted to do economics.
Yeah.
Or I had no idea what I wanted to do. I had no idea. And I promise you, one day I woke up, and there was a voice in me that said, do engineering.
Okay.
And that's how I made my decision. It was a feeling, it was a voice that said, do engineering.
And that feeling is never wrong.
Never wrong.
Never wrong.
Always trust your gut feeling.
Yeah.
Especially, and I say it's a voice because I promise you can hear like it's a voice. A voice will say, you need to do engineering. Yeah. That's what I heard. And
are you saying that your mother's prayers, your parents' prayers, your prayers, your grandmother's prayers got you where you are today? And I ask this because I want to know how close are you with, how spiritual are you?
110%. When you ask that question, I thought you were going to say, oh, at grade 11, was it your prayer? It wasn't my prayers at grade 11. I wasn't praying at grade 11. It was definitely like my mom's prayers and my grandmother's prayers. Yeah. Prayers, 100%. Yes. 100%. The grace of God got me to be an engineer, guys. Not because I'm smart, I'm fat. It was none of that. Yeah. And I remember when that happened, because it was like, you must do engineering. I was like, cool. Yeah. And then I looked at my report. I looked at the entrance requirements. Maths distinction, science distinction, everything else C. I looked at my reports and everything was a C. I was like, shit. Yeah. I need to get my act together. Yeah. And then I made a very drastic decision, still the correct decision, still stand by it. It was the right decision to make. In my grade 11 year, now think about this. The next year I'm going into matric. Right? I am captain of athletics, I'm captain of debating, I've got all the scrolls, right? Yes. What am I gunning for? I'm gunning for the top spot. I'm gunning for head boy. Correct. And at that time, Benoni High had never had a black head boy. Oh. At that time, it never had a black head boy. I would have been the first one. And I remember that year, I went to my athletics coach and I said, I have to quit athletics. Okay. It's just taking up too much of my time. Yeah. I need to study. Yes. Coach understood. Teachers understood. It was a big shock in the school. They were like, what? Like,
you love this. Yeah, you're good at this.
You're about to get to matric. It's your time to shine.
Yeah,
And And I remember the principal was very unhappy about that.
Yeah.
He was like, he called me into his office. He's like, why would you do this?
Yes,
No.
yes.
You know, we've got all these things planned for you, etc. And I understood where he was coming from. It's one of the critiques I have about schools is that there's a difference between prioritizing what's best for the student versus what's best for the school.
For the school, true.
Right? Would I have gotten more trophies for the school? 100%.
Yes.
What it would have done for me? Not
Nothing.
so great.
Yeah.
And I remember in grade 11, because I used to run 2 grades or 3 grades above myself.
Yeah.
So I used to run my relay, the next relay, and then relay on top of that.
Okay.
So the guys, by the time I got to grade 11, the guys who were like 2 grades above me were already in varsity. And so I had communication with them.
Okay.
And one thing about them is that they were cool. They were top athletes at school. At school, but they were struggling academically in varsity.
Oh.
And so I saw that and I said, okay, I need to, I've seen it now.
Yes.
I need to make sure that I avoid that trap.
Yes.
So literally quit. Again, my principal was furious with me, but he'll be strong.
Yeah.
And I literally just worked my way.
Yeah.
Literally just grafted. And we even had a rule with my friends. We said, listen, we can hang out on Fridays after school only. Saturday, Sunday, don't call me. I'm not your friend. We're all studying.
Yes.
And I promise you, from then until the end of grade 11, I probably increased my average by 20%.
Wow.
On both the science and the math side.
What?
Yeah.
Wow. That deserves a round of applause. Wow.
When I got to check, it was the same thing.
What I admire about that story is that you saw the bigger picture. At a very young age, you said to yourself, I want to get where I want to get, and it's gonna piss off a lot of people, but I don't care about these people. I only care about my life.
Yeah. It was very stressful.
Yeah.
Because again, I'm very competitive.
Yes.
Right? So I wanted the top spot. I remember in that meeting, I was told that you're not gonna get it. They're like, you quit athletics, then we can't give it to you. And I said, that's okay.
What?
I said, that's fine. I think I was house captain. I don't think I was even top 8 at that point. I didn't even make the top 8. And I was comfortable with that decision.
Yeah.
But again, I'm also very petty.
Yeah.
So the moment they did that, I said...
Sharp. I'll show you.
I said, watch this.
Yeah.
Oh my Lord. I was... And not that I was a nerd, guys. I was so...
You worked hard.
I worked hard. I took all that energy. I took all that anger and I said, oh my Lord, I'm going to show you dust today.
Yeah.
And I grafted. You always need a community. So I grafted. But then what I also did is I used to go to... Because I lived in Benoni Crystal Park and a lot of teachers there. And in particular, I went to Mr. Mlota. It's my friend's dad who taught... maths.
Yeah.
Right. So I used to go to his house a lot, and Mr. Makubu as well, who was a teacher and a principal.
Okay.
I used to go to their houses at like 8 p.m.
Yeah.
Like you study the whole day.
Yes.
And then like you get to like you're stuck.
Yes.
I used to just get out, walk out the house, walk down the street. 8 p.m.
Yeah.
They're busy having dinner.
I don't understand.
I don't understand. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And they were so gracious to me.
Yeah.
They both Mr. Maku and Mr. Mlota would be like, come, let's go.
Yeah.
While eating, okay, what's happening here?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No, you missed. Okay, yeah, sharp. Okay, cool.
And then you go home.
And then you keep grafting. And so, literally, one thing that annoys me now is when I go back home and people will be like, oh my God, you were a nerd. You like school. No one likes school, man. No one likes school. No one likes education.
It is stressful.
It's stressful for everyone, bro. But no. So for my journey, it wasn't about being smart or being a nerd. It was just pure work ethic.
Yeah.
That's all it was.
Yeah. And that sort of drive in you got you into the corporate world.
Yeah.
And then those are the real jungle. That's the real jungle right there. And how then did you take what you learned and the drive that you had in high school and you put it into the corporate?
In the corporate space?
Yeah.
Sure, guys.
No, because in the corporate space, everybody is just tiptoeing, hey? Everybody is stepping on other people's toes.
Yeah.
Because they want the same goal as you.
Yeah. So I, you remember Mawetu?
Yes.
So Mawetu Soga, shout out.
Shout out Mawetu.
Myself and Mawetu would always say, corporate is the live version of Game of Thrones.
Yeah. No, that's true.
Guys, I'm not staring in corporate. It's your time to shine now.
Yeah.
We don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. But the one thing about corporate, I always used to say to people, understand the game that you're playing. Right? First things first, there's more to life than work. Let's just get that out the way. Right? Prioritize your family, which I sucked at that, by the way. That's the one chink in my armor. Prioritize your family, prioritize your friends. With me in terms of corporate and how I evolved is I got into corporate as an engineer in a bank, full of economists, CAs, whatever. And at that time, funny enough, engineers weren't really popular in banks. And I got there and my attitude was just like, y'all are cute. We're gonna need to see which profession or which qualification, is
So you
superior.
got there as the grad program, right?
So I got there in the grad program.
Yeah.
I remember there was only 2 engineers that got in the grad program.
Yeah.
Everybody else was an accountant or an economist.
Which, it's a norm in the banking space.
In the banking space. So I think that's where I got my attitude. I was like, whatever, you guys didn't do physics. You guys didn't do material science. You didn't do calculus. I came with, I think, with an ignorant mindset. Yeah. And then you get there, probably like the first month. Never seen so much dust in my life.
Yeah.
Literally a bloodbath, right?
Yeah.
So it's Game of Thrones. You need to be able to stand on your own 2 feet. You need to be highly competent.
Yeah.
And you just really need to know your stuff, man. And like, how can I put it? I think if you find yourself in a good space with a good leader and a good team that supports you, I promise you'll have the best time. Yeah. You will have the best time. Depending on your tenure and how ambitious you are in terms of climbing the corporate ladder, no doubt about it, you will get really intimate with corporate politics. Yes. I don't care who says what. Every organization has politics. Yes. Right? Yes. All of them do. If a company says we don't have politics, red flag. Yeah. Right? Because there's humans there and people have personalities and they have, personas, opinions and baggage and etc. Yeah. They'll always be. But it's like I always say to people, no matter how I paint it, it's like if I say to you, go play rugby. Right? And I say, go play rugby. I'm like, yeah, it's exciting. You get to run and do the track. Yeah. But at the same time, you're going to get tackled. Yeah. You're going to get hit. You're going to break a bone. It's going to happen. Yes. But people still play rugby. Yeah. So you just got to assess whether are you a rugby type of person or not.
Yeah. Speaking about that, in the corporate space, no one is going to baby you actually. I remember I was in one of these meetings and something had happened, There was something that happened and, the head of the department called in all these IT people and they were asking questions and no one had answers. And he was like, you know what? Call me someone who has answers. Meeting adjourned. And just like that. Yeah. And just like that. So, you go into the corporate space knowing very well that, we're going to be fighting here.
And it's... Sure. Sure, man. There's a phrase that says, same planet, different worlds. Yeah. Right? If you talk to any sample of 10 people that have been in corporate, some of them, their stories will be similar, some will be very different, very vast. Yeah. And as much as I love corporate, right? Yeah. I love corporate, I love the culture, I love what we do, I love the impact that we make. But also at the same time, I know that it's not all sunshine and rainbows. Yeah. And as much as we laugh and we talk about, the rough time and the rough days. Yeah. Guys, stress kills.
Literally.
Yeah. I always advise people, one of the things that in our MBA class, one of the things that we talk about the most in the MBA class is around toxic working environments and how that affects people.
Yes.
So like the constant anxiety.
Yes.
Because there's like a need to always be perfect. So constant anxiety, the go drive.
Yes,
so you're always running at 100 miles an hour. The burnout is inevitable.
Yeah.
It's inevitable.
Yes.
I'm burnt out. What am I saying? So that's inevitable. And that's the really dangerous part, I think, about corporate. And what I love about today is that, if you go to whether Instagram or TikTok, whichever social platform you go to, people are talking about this now.
Yes.
People are so loud and proud about it.
It used to be a hidden thing, but now, because we've lost so many lives, so many people have literally stopped working, because they can't handle the pressure. And how do you handle the pressure?
Well, first, I think just with that narrative, right? I don't think, the narrative that people can't handle the pressure. I think it's more, some officers over abuse people. Yeah, I think we all have very similar types of pain thresholds.
Yeah.
I just think some officers, guys, some teams are just significantly worse than others.
Yes.
And I've seen it right across.
Yes.
I've seen managers be toxic. I've seen executives be toxic. I've seen people not be able to manage the pressure of just doing business and just letting it out on their people. I've seen the most disgusting behavior.
Yeah.
Long story short.
Yeah.
And so I don't think so. Yeah. So I think it's not weakness to say I don't want to play this game anymore. In fact, it just means that you respect yourself and you have your self-love and you have your dignity, and that's brilliant. In terms of me and how I handle it, it's a very good question. I think there's multiple. So one, I wear my heart on my sleeve.
Okay.
If I'm having a good day, I'm having a good day. If I'm not, I'm not. You'll know about it.
Yes. Right? And you will see it. Yeah.
I have no desire for perfection. I could not be bothered.
Yeah.
For me, it's about progress over perfection.
Yeah.
Right? Because I want to be human. And I think for me as well, in terms of how I manage, I think my secret weapon is the fact that I had the grace of being led by spectacular leaders.
Yeah. Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
That is so beautiful. Most people long for that.
Yeah.
Just to have a mentor who would, steer you in the right direction.
Yeah. And literally, I say grace because I didn't work so hard, I've become such a superstar and now I've got these great people around me. No.
Yeah.
It was literally by grace that I was able, in the very early parts of my career, I was able to see what good leadership looked like.
Yes.
I was like, oh, that's good leadership.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. That's what it's like.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's how he handles pressure.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool, right. And then I was able when I got into the scenario, I could be like, this is what it is.
Yeah.
Because people think they're special. Just by the way, guys, we're all not that special. Like, humans are very, very simple creatures. Yeah. So a lot of time you see history repeating itself. Mm-hmm. And so with managing, my pressure, one, take care of yourself. Number two, though, for me, it's one of Newton's laws. Energy is not created nor destroyed, just transferred from one place to another.
Yeah.
So for me, because I'm Zulu, right? So I'm a Zulu Linkani.
Yeah.
And one thing about me is that if I'm having a bad day, I am going to double down.
Yes.
I am going to go the extra mile.
Yeah.
If you want to be, people will be toxic and try to, slow your progress. For me, I'm like, oh, you don't want me to get to level 20?
Yeah.
Just for that, I'm going to go to 30. I'm going to go to 30 now. Because you want to be toxic and you don't want me to thrive.
Yeah.
Just because of that, I'm going to thrive. So for example, if you were to ask me now, what was my inspiration around doing my MBA?
Yeah.
It's because I wasn't having a good time in the office. That's it. I was like, there's no way. I'm like, this is my goal. And if my goal is chief executive, whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
And if I'm in a place that is, how can I put it? not going in that pace, then I know I need to put my energy elsewhere.
Yeah.
So you can't, I can't afford to slow the momentum.
Yes.
And that's literally why. And funny enough, with all the conversations that you have with MBAs, the sentiment is very similar. A lot of MBAs don't do the MBA because work is great and the sunshine and rainbows.
Yeah.
And now I want to be the best. No. A lot of MBAs actually go and do the MBA because they're not being fulfilled in what they're doing.
Yeah.
And then because they're not fulfilled, they're like, no, it's like, screw this.
Yeah.
You don't get to have all my energy and then come play with it because you're toxic and you have your own issues. Just because of that, then I will split my energy and I'll protect the other half of my energy and I'll put it into something that is conducive.
Wow. Yeah.
That's usually the narrative for a lot of MBAs that I engage with.
Wow. Wow. Well, congratulations for that. You did well.
Well, we don't know.
So, who paid for your MBA? Did you pay yourself?
I've never paid for education outside of matric. I've always had a bursary.
Really? So, work paid for this one?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've always had, and even that, right? That conversation is interesting.
Yeah.
Because if anyone says the organization does not fund whatever, no. It's always manager's discretion.
Yeah.
There's always manager's discretion. If you're able to say yes but no, this is what I want to do and this is the impact and this is why, and you're able to state your case in a clear and concise manner, you can get your bursary.
Yeah.
You can get it done. There's ways around these things. One of the things that you need to learn, whether in corporate, I think just in life in general, is how not to take a no.
Oh, that's powerful.
Yeah, don't say
that is powerful. If this one door closes, you find a window, you find a place to get in, because at the end of the day you have this vision of your life and of yourself, and you can't just throw that away.
You can't. And I mean, I think about you when it comes to this, right? I mean, you've made a number of pivots.
Yeah.
Right? You've done banking, you've done telco. But obviously, at a certain point when you leave a certain place and the doors close, you can't just sit and be like,
doors are closing. Let me just sit and do nothing.
No, you must now apply. You must apply to different places.
Yes.
And then you must go to this place.
Yeah.
And you might be seeing dust.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But you must show up and smile.
True.
How you doing?
True.
This is great, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's fantastic, man. Yeah, let's go for it. That time back in the ranch, my brain's burning.
Yeah.
But I think it's something we can all relate with. And I hate, when people ask this question of like, oh, what does it take, etc., etc. What will I go through? Will I see dust? The truth is, you'll see more dust than what you think is possible.
Yeah, it's always a yes. It's always nothing is easy.
Nothing is easy.
Especially nothing that is worth having comes easy.
In fact, the dean at the business school, one of the lines that she said that stuck with me, is she used to say, in politics and economics and context, she always used to say, progress requires sacrifice, right? It was very important that she didn't say success requires sacrifice. No.
Yeah.
Not success.
Yeah.
If you want to get here and you're here.
Yeah.
Just to move here.
Yes.
You're going to sacrifice.
Yes.
Never mind getting there.
Yes.
Never mind that.
This one.
Just to get from here to here, you'll sacrifice. What does it mean?
Yeah.
It means to get from here to there. What will it take? Marvel.
Yeah.
I almost said Bane, not Bane. Thanos, where they ask him, did you achieve it? And what did it cost you? And he says, everything.
Yeah.
So true.
Yeah.
It'll cost you everything. It's just a case of how much are you willing to sacrifice. You'll have bullet wounds. By the time you get to the top, by the time you get to your goal, you will have bullet wounds. But you'll be stronger.
Yeah.
But the wounds will be there.
Sure. That's very powerful. And so now you've moved into a new space. Do you want to tell us more about that space?
Yeah, no. I don't want to get into trouble with compliance. When I think about me and doing like podcasts and things like that, then I always get into trouble with compliance. But what I can say, loving where I am. Guys, sometimes you will you'll work towards something.
Yeah.
So let's take the analogy again about going there.
Yes.
Sometimes you'll work towards something now, and then what you'll find all the time is that you will work aiming there.
Yeah.
And what will happen that you'll go, and your momentum will push you so fast and so far that you will leapfrog where you want it to be. So you leapfrog it and you get to an even better place.
Yeah.
Where I am now, I couldn't be happier.
Yes.
The team that I'm with is fantastic. The guys are phenomenal, really like the best in class in the industry. My direct line, fabulous human.
Yes.
Just leadership personified, literally personified. And sometimes, when you work for these things and you get there, I promise you, you will just pray in gratitude for a good couple of weeks and a couple of months, just in gratitude.
Yes.
And it's also why, it makes life easier, right? And it's because we spend so much time at work.
Yes.
We spend so much time at work that when work becomes a good place, it literally affects everything else. So I'm enjoying my school now.
Yeah.
More than ever.
Yeah.
There's no like funny, you want to go there, but you shouldn't go there. Oh, yeah, but you must take this leave and not that leave.
Yeah. Too many voices.
Oh, it's funny, not just toxic nonsense. It's like, it's toxic spaces that are just wrapped in red tape.
Yeah.
Right? But where I am now, there's autonomy.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
You keep what you killed. You're able to go out and do your best. You're not stifled. There's no group think. People have individual thoughts, which is such a breath of fresh air. It's the level of impact there is so much more significant, and that's what I love about it the most, right?
Yeah.
And then also even now, I'm just finding myself having more time to spend with family, more time to spend, on school.
Yeah.
All the different puzzle pieces are just coming together.
Because now you realize that you used to take up on a lot of things, a lot of activities, a lot of challenges. You did everything.
Yeah.
So now you're able to dedicate work to people, and
it's not even about that. It's just like how we work together.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Us working together.
The culture.
It's night and day.
Yeah.
It's night and day, and you can see how it works. And also, what's a nice thing about, listen, I would never wish anyone to work in a toxic workplace.
Yes.
I wouldn't wish that on anyone.
True.
It's a horrible experience.
Yeah.
But I will tell you, from a leadership development perspective, you become so much sharper.
Yeah.
So because now that I'm out of there, I have a greater level of empathy. So even when I ask people, how are you doing? Right? The way I ask is very different. I'll be like, how are you doing? And usually what I start with is, how are things at work?
Yeah.
And then if they say they're fine, I'll be like, are they fine?
Yeah.
Are you overstretched? Or do you have a boss looking over your shoulder? Or are you feeling anxious? And once you poke,
yes,
people just explode.
Yeah.
They're like, listen, oh my God, how did you know? Oh, I'm seeing dust. This person, micromanager.
Yeah.
Like I know, Yeah. And sometimes you're able to give people tips, I tell a lot of people, especially in the industry, I'm like, yo, if you're at your wit's end, guys, go to a KESO. Netcare, KESO, go find help.
Yes.
Do not there are no heroes.
Yes.
And corporate, there are no heroes.
No, because once you resign, or once, unfortunately, something happens to you, they will find someone to replace you.
Literally the next week, and the cycle will continue.
Yeah.
I always say to people, dude, look after yourself first.
Yeah.
That spreadsheet, I promise you, is going to get done. I promise you. The launch date, I promise you, is going to get done. The code, I promise you, is going to get done.
Yeah.
Just take care of yourself first.
Yeah.
For the sake of you, for the sake of your family,
True.
For the sake of your friends. Dude, you are more important than any project you're working on.
True.
I promise you, you're more important than the bonus that you're trying to get to.
True.
Rather, don't get a bonus.
Yeah.
If you call your mother today
and be sane and be healthier, and
If you called your mom now and you're like, Ma, I might faint now, but at least I'll get a good bonus. Your mom will tell you, resign now.
Yeah. Come home.
Yes. Leave it.
Yes.
Come,
Yeah.
Again, I think the sad part is that we do get roped into the toxic culture of go, 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 go.
Yeah, because
Unfortunately.
the narrative is when you're not there, things are gonna fall apart. You need to be there to hold things up, for so that's the drive. That's how people get to the toxicness of the corporate space, is because you want to be all these people and you're just one person.
But I also think it's easier. Should I say it's easier for guys to talk about? Let me not. Let me just say me, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I have no responsibilities,
Yeah.
right? But in your case, being female,
Yeah.
having to manage the household and
Yeah.
corporate, how do you guys manage it? Because I can't even imagine.
Yeah.
So how would you do it? How do you balance it?
Whoa. Time management. Literally time management. Like you said, choose yourself, right? So if you say at 4:00 I'm closing my laptop, at 4:00 close your laptop. So whether there's emails still coming in and you see that email from your boss that says urgently, just
And it's always urgent.
yeah, everything is always urgent. Just close that laptop. Urgent can be urgent tomorrow, know. And then do you put away your phone? Because there's one thing about people, they have their emails on their phones as well. So you're sitting during family time and you're watching TV and you're on your phone and you typing away. Now, this person is telling you about their day, your kid is telling you about how school was. You're not there because you're on your phone, trying to do damage control.
Yeah, I'm very guilty of that.
Yeah.
Especially Teams. Teams is the worst, I believe.
Yeah. When you hear that sound, doom, 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 doom.
But then moving forward, then, so in your case now, let's say you want to become chief executive,
Yeah.
right? But then you also want to have a family.
Yeah.
What must happen? I still think that's a very fundamental question. That is still the elephant in the room.
Yeah.
Because the way corporates are set up, I'm just like, how the math is not mathing.
It's not. Because I promise you leave work at 8:00 and you still are gonna open your laptop when you get home.
Yeah.
So it's trying to do the impossible. Pretty much.
And that's so normal. People, I see these TikToks. Hey guys, look at my day. Day in the life. Corporate. I'm just like, bro, you know nothing, Jon Snow.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, we're there from 7 and then I leave at 9 p.m.
Yeah. And you get home and you're still working. And you're just like, Uber eating and you're just like, tick, 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 and you're busy. And you see, that's very unhealthy as well.
And then you got like 3 screens in your study. I just don't know. Yeah, I mean.
And then where do you find time for gym? Where do you find time to, sit with parents and say, how was prayer Thursday? Our parents like going to prayers and stuff. To actually be there, not just ask questions and be on your phone.
I'm so bad at the time thing, because I really need to spend more time with my family. I really do. I need to spend more time with my mom, my sister, and my niece and my nephew.
Yeah.
It's just that, like, I think sometimes it becomes like an addiction. I really do think, because as much as you want to do that, but having school and work.
Yeah.
Excuse me, and all those things together.
Yeah.
It's very difficult, and I might be making an excuse, because again, Benoni for me, my family's like 50 k's from here, right? It's not really that far away.
Yeah.
But your career and when you, and I'm not saying everybody's career is like this, guys, by the way. Not everybody's job is that hectic. But when you're building your leadership career, it will consume a lot of your time. It really will. It will consume a lot of your time, a lot of your energy, a lot of your focus. And again, it's your ambition, right? And you want to grow it. And sometimes I think we might be over vilifying it. Because if I think about, let's say, a professional athlete, right? So if you're Usain Bolt, if you're a sprinter, okay, Akini Simbini. If you're a sprinter, a rugby player, a soccer player, you're going to spend a lot of time away from family.
Correct. Correct. That's a given.
You're gonna travel. You're busy playing games in London or whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
You're going to spend a lot of time away from family.
Yeah.
And so I think for me, before I start my family, I definitely need to just get a grip on that, at least internally for myself, around the realities of those sacrifices, and sometimes not overly vilifying them.
Yeah.
I think for me that's gonna be quite fundamental. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh. Now that you mentioned the whole family and it is, especially for a female, and we spoke about this, especially for a female, how now does a female have all of these?
Yeah.
How do we have everything? No, I'm asking, how do we have everything? How do we, because you mentioned, because you're a guy and you don't have responsibilities at the moment,
At the moment I don't.
now there's this lady who's married who wants it both. You want the corporate and also now you have a husband and kids. I know you asked me that question, but I'm now throwing it back to you as to how should we do it?
Bro, it's a very good question. I'll tell you what I'm seeing that is on the rise are things like sabbaticals.
Okay.
Sabbaticals are really becoming very popular.
Very, very popular.
Because also at the same time, we work to grow our wealth for our family. But then there's also a question of how much is too much.
Yeah. You don't want to wake up at 40 and you look back and you're asking, where is this? Where is that?
Like, I even remember, this triggers a memory for me. I remember I was with a bunch of high school mates.
Yeah.
Right? I don't know what we were arguing about. We're arguing about something.
Yeah.
Okay? And then one of my mates, in this argument, looks at me and says, "But you didn't come to my wedding."
Yeah.
And I wanted to have like a very quick, because I knew, like, I was like, no, but like, I was working and I wanted to have that knee-jerk reaction.
Yeah, work, school, I'm doing an MBA.
But then I paused and I kind of sat back because I knew I was working. I know that for sure.
Yes.
But I can't tell you what I was working on.
Sure.
I don't remember.
So it goes back to you being addicted.
No, but yes. I mean, there might be an addiction. It might be true. But I think it's a healthy. I mean, we get addicted to the things that we love, right?
Yeah.
It's not like we hate corporate. Corporate is amazing, but at that moment I was like, wow, I don't remember what I was working on.
Yeah. But
and
you were
I
working.
definitely would have remembered your wedding.
Yes.
So did I really choose wisely?
No.
By not. Do you see?
Yeah, you didn't. You didn't.
So for me, that was a very big wake up call. I was like, wow, dude, I'm so sorry. I was in the wrong. And it kind of made you take stock. So in saying that, I do think, one, the corporate journey is a marathon, not a sprint. I do think that it's a case of when you're in season, push as hard as you can, but also have an off season. We don't have much of an off season in corporate. So it's a case I think the way we're going to win this is by deciding when our off season is.
Yes.
And off season maybe might be that you slow down for like 2 years.
Yes.
Literally slow down, take a break, 2 years, 3 years maybe.
Yeah.
After that,
you go back.
Again, it is risky. Because you take a step back for 2 years, but there's another Lesego who's like... Oh,
yeah, a lot. Very much a lot. And I know I have a friend who then decided that she wants to carry her kids. And because of the position she was in, it was very stressful. She had her 2 kids in these 2 years. And she went back. And the job was still there. So it also differs from...
Yes.
And also, people recognizes the type of work you used to do prior, and they really would want you back.
Yeah. And they would. I would also say probably build a very strong network.
Yes.
Very strong, trusted network, so that when people drop your name, somebody can say,
oh, yeah. Bring her. Yeah, bring him. Yeah.
Sure. And by the way, that's how, especially at the executive level,
Yeah.
that's how a lot of the problems get made. It's like you have a problem.
Yeah.
Someone say, yeah, I could do that.
Yes.
Like, she's the perfect person for it.
Yeah.
And it's literally like a
phone call thing. Yeah.
Listen, what do you think? No
Yes.
CV, no nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, what? Negotiation, maybe 5 minutes and then it's done.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's a solution. I don't know if it's the solution, but we do need something, I think, more broad-based. But for now, each person will literally need to manage their own family planning and what they want to do with their lives and their careers. But I mean, look at us, right?
Yeah.
The world is changing.
Very much so.
People look at us and be like, we're your kids. And we're just like, whoa, bro. Wait. Still studying.
Yeah.
Wait. Still working. Wait.
Yeah.
So I think also that shift in culture, the fact that our parents had us much younger.
Yes. Yeah. Because now they're worried. Now they're worried, like, ma'am, what's the story there?
Yeah.
Or they come to you and they ask such questions.
Yeah, and listen, they do. I think with my family, I think they're pretty. They understand now. I think they kind of get it, but as we wrap up now, I'll just say each to their own. I think be true to yourself.
Yeah,
there'll always be external pressures.
Yeah,
you have pressure from work.
Yeah,
you get pressure from home.
Yeah,
you got pressure from your friends. You got pressure from, bro. If there's no enemy within, the enemy outside can do you no harm. You'll have peace.
True.
And that's it.
Yeah, well, thank you so much. I would like to have more of this discussion, but we'll have another one. So thank you for watching Nokulunga Talk.
Bye.